G'day, it's fugitive Australian journalist Shane Dowling from the website kangaroocourtofaustralia.com. Now, I've just published an article in relation to Rupert Murdoch and Lachlan Murdoch having to give evidence under oath in their court case in the US where Dominion voting systems are suing them for defamation. They claim that Fox News in the US ran numerous stories claiming they were involved in rigging an election in 2020, the presidential election. So Lachlan Murdoch gave evidence on Monday, the 5th of December, and Rupert Murdoch is set down to give evidence next week on the 13th and 14th of December. They're being deposed, which means in the US, pre-trial, the other party can question you under oath, their lawyers can. And Australia has a similar thing called interrogatories, where the other party can write questions to you and you have to answer them, and you have to sign off on a stacked deck, certifying them to be true and correct, the answers you give. But in the US, you actually have to go before their lawyers. Lachlan Murdoch went before the lawyers on Monday, and Rupert Murdoch is apparently going to do it via video. So in the article I published on Wednesday the 7th of December, I say that the Dominion voting systems court case could be the tip of the iceberg that sinks Rupert Murdoch and Lachlan Murdoch and their companies, because it's not just Dominion suing them, another company, Smartmatic, who also produce voting software. They're also suing Fox News and Fox Corp, and they're suing for billions of dollars. I think Dominion's is $2.4 billion, and I think Smartmatic might be suing for $1.6 billion, something along those lines. And then you also got the court case in Australia where Lachlan Murdoch is suing Crikey. So all these court cases are sort of linked around the sort of same thing, whether or not Fox News was broadcasting lies, including to some degree with President Trump. But it doesn't matter whether you think Fox News or whatever colluded with Trump. The bottom line is, if they lose these court cases, it could open the floodgates for other people suing Fox and Fox News or Fox Corp, the parent company. Yeah, all three of those companies, Dominion, Smartmatic and Crikey, would be reviewing the evidence that's online in relation to what Rupert Murdoch gave at the Leveson inquiry and also the UK government inquiry back in 2012. And I've done the same. So in this first bit of video, Rupert Murdoch walked into a function. It must have been election night in the UK, and someone on the TV has said the reason the Labor lost is because of the lies and smear of the media. And Rupert Murdoch apparently yelled out, "That's me." So let's watch that video.
He says that Rupert turned up and sat near to us at one stage when Ken Livingstone appeared on the screen and put the Labour defeat to the dreadful lies and smears of the media. Rupert cried out, "That's me," and was delighted. Is that true?
I remember that party, I knew that I was very late for it, and if I said that, then I'm afraid that was the influence of alcohol.
Now the second video is where Rupert Murdoch was giving evidence at the UK government inquiry, and he points out that he's not hands-off, he's hands-on. Now I think that video is very important because I think in the US claims at least, Rupert Murdoch is going to try and claim that he's hands-off, doesn't have much influence over what Fox News does or doesn't run. But in that video, he makes it very clear that he is hands-on. I think Lachlan Murdoch will be saying the same. So let's watch that video.
If there's an editor that I spend most time with, it's with the editor of the Wall Street Journal, and because I'm in the same building. But to say that we're hands-off is wrong. I work a 10 or 12-hour day, and I cannot tell you the multitude of issues that I have to handle every day. The news of the world, perhaps I lost sight of, maybe because it was so small in the general frame of our company, but we're doing a lot of other things too.
Now this last video is from the Leveson inquiry back in 2012, where Rupert Murdoch makes it very clear that everyone's open for investigation, celebrities, even media proprietors like himself. And he says, let's get it all out there. So I think that video will probably get a run in Crikey's defamation case where they're defending against Lachlan Murdoch, who claims he was defamed. So let's watch that video.
Wasn't it your main objective, Mr. Murdoch, to improve the commercial appeal of these papers, the Sun and the News of the World, and you weren't really concerned with the ethical side of its product? Would that be a fair observation?
No. It was always to tell the truth, certainly to interest the public, to get their attention, but always to tell the truth.
It is not inappropriate to use intrusive means to pry into the lives of celebrities. Is that fair?
I didn't say that.
No.
I think it's perfectly fair. I don't believe in using hacking. I don't believe in using private detectives or whatever. I think that's just a lazy way of reporters not doing their job. But I think it is fair. When people are held up as great, or had themselves held up as iconic figures or great actors, that they be looked at.
Somebody who is famous because they are a good actor, or because they're a film star, or because they've written a book.
You know, a lot of these people are very big in the lives of ordinary people, big television stars, film stars, and of course I must include politicians. If we're getting into the issue of privacy, I think people in public position, with public responsibilities, and I'd even include press proprietors in that. I don't think they're entitled to the same privacy as the ordinary man in the street. If we're going to have a transparent society, a transparent democracy, let's have everything out in the open.
So I really do think the Dominion court case could be the tip of the iceberg that does sink Rupert Murdoch and Lachlan Murdoch, because I think there could be a flood of lawsuits to come, which could end up bankrupting them, because they tell a lot of lies in their media, and I think people might start lining up to sue them. And make sure you visit my website, kangaroocourtofaustralia.com, and read that article. There's links to further information there, and also a previous video I'd done on the Murdochs. And make sure you order one of my t-shirts for Christmas. Anyone in the legal fraternity would love them, I'm sure. If you order before 11 a.m. any day of the week and order by express post, it should get to you within the week. And please support my Patreon account. That's how I fund these videos and fund my website. And please hit the like and subscribe button, and share this video on Facebook and Twitter, etc. Other than that, thank you for your time and have a good day.